You know what you look like. You know what you would like to look like. There, is that a soft enough sell for y'all complaining asses about how I was selling the tea? Drop down in the description box and buy this with your sensitive ass. Bye. Garcelle Beauvais is joining the reel. While I'm pleased this punch for a sister to be working, I am slightly confused about this hiring decision. Y'all want to talk about it? Here you go. Now, so about 2 days ago, it came out that Garcelle Beauvais, Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show, Garcelle from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills would be joining the Real. And everybody was like, okay, all the black people was like, all right, go Garcelle, because we like Garcelle. Like, she's very likable. But based on what the Real was designed to be and the way that the show has historically skewed, I'm just slightly confused about the hiring decision of Garcelle. And let me preface this by saying, by no means necessary am I trying to talk down on Garcelle or talk her out of a job. I'm just slightly confused about why they would hire a 53-year-old, 53, 54-year-old black woman for a show that was intended to reach that young little millennial bracket of girls, especially considering the fact that they already have Lonnie Love on the show, who is older. It was just a little baffling to me. Now, here is one thing for sure and a second thing for certain. The Real is definitely at a place where they are trying to shift course, right? And we saw that with the hiring of Amanda Seales. My belief is that Amanda Seales was just too far of a turn, too many degrees in a certain direction, because they still perhaps wanted to keep the show light and fun, but bring somebody on who was smart enough to talk about the serious issues. I definitely think Garcelle's ability to articulate herself, Garcelle's intelligence, Garcelle's stage presence definitely is that happy medium between somebody who is able to succinctly talk black issues and politics, but not be so militant that they scare off the viewer. I definitely think Garcelle can fit that mold for the Real. I was just kind of thrown, quite frankly, by the age. You know, the other thing that some of you guys may be curious about, at the point in which Tamara Housley was still on the show, you had Lonnie Love, you had Tamara, who was biracial, and then you had Amanda Seales. And it's funny because people tend to look at Amanda Seales and Tamara, and I'm not quite sure if Amanda is biracial or not, but at the very end of the day, the general population considers all three of them to be black, right? And it's weird because in a society and in a situation, some of you guys may be wondering, where black women are typically not valued, viewed as important, paid less, why would such a big show have more black co-hosts than co-hosts of any other culture? And I'm here to answer this question. I know the answer perfectly from when I was a host on Sister Circle. You guys, the only reason that Sister Circle was created is because the Nielsen ratings had come out and had said black women were the #1 watchers of daytime television. I remember when we were going through the pilot for Sister Circle and they kept telling us this. I didn't express this at the time because I was trying to play nice and get a job. But I was like, I want to know what it is quick trying to say. I said, because where I come from, bitch, ain't no black women home in the middle of the damn daytime watching TV. Is y'all trying to say all black women on welfare and they sitting at home watching TV? Like, I got real Amanda Seales with that thing. Because again, where I come from, black women work. I don't know nothing about no black women sitting at home watching TV. Then I started thinking, okay, maybe with the success and the popularity of DVRs, black women is getting off work, watching it when they get home. Maybe they watching it from their desk. I don't know. I did the job. That being said, nothing has changed. Black women are still the #1 demographic of people watching TV in the daytime, and that's why I think The Real has found it prudent to replace those hosting spots with black women. Because for me, historically, typically, we see them run out to get the next best white thing, the next best white pop star, and they keep going and getting black women to fill these spots. So that's a hooray and a hoorah for us. Woo-hoo. But I'm just slightly torn. With it being election season, I guess The Real has been on air, I don't know how many years, y'all. Y'all help me out, 5, 6, 7 years, maybe even more. I'm assuming maybe their audience is growing up. Maybe there's been a shift in advertising numbers, and we're seeing that the 20 to 27 demographic is not where it's at, and that the 35s to 45s is where it's at. There's something going on over there at The Real. Most definitely that they are trying to skew in a more mature direction. Because again, when you let me look up how old Lonnie Love is real quick. Oh shit, I don't even know my own passcode. Hey Siri, how old is Lonnie Love?
Lonnie Love is 49 years old.
How old is Garcelle Beauvais? Hey Siri, how old is Garcelle Beauvais?
Garcelle Beauvais is 53 years old.
Okay, so Lonnie Love is 49 and Garcelle is 53. Lonnie is the anchor of that show. She's the moderator, the Barbara Walters character, the Whoopi Goldberg character. Then you got Garcelle. So with two older women thrust upon Jeannie Mai and Adrienne Houghton, it just leads me to ask, what direction is The Real trying to go in? And obviously it's a more mature, more seasoned type older demographic, which I think is great. I never enjoyed The Real. Intellectually, The Real did not appeal to me. Now, when Amanda got on there, I began to like things a little more. But Amanda could be hard to digest because she can be just a little too militant for some people's taste. And for me, at times, she was, despite the fact that I commend her for advocating and always putting black people's lives, issues, and, feelings first. Sometimes it was just like, girl, I need you to calm down on some of the sister soldierness and just laugh a little bit. So I don't know. With that being said, I definitely think Garcelle would be a great balance. I was just a little thrown. I don't know why I would have expected them to go get a Keke Palmer-esque personality first, someone younger, a Kelly Rowland-esque personality, a Willow Smith personality. I would have thought if they were targeting that younger demo that's where they would have gone. And perhaps I answered my own question. Perhaps they're no longer targeting that younger demo and they're trying to get a more older seasoned woke crowd. Nevertheless, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about Garcelle joining The Real. Good, bad, indifferent. Let's talk about it. And I'll call you later.